Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizzano. You are listening to another episode of the world famous University Love, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But ladies and gentlemen, you and I would just call this show Online Marketing Moves, and we are coming to you live today. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have something very important to talk to you about. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to talk about why you want to make enough money to travel in the way you want to travel. Okay. I'm going to say this, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is not about money, but money is important. You know what I mean? When it comes to quality of life, you want to, of course, we all know, money, 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 money. But you want to be able to hang on to money. You want to be able to make as much money as you possibly can. And the reason why I'm going to tell you this is because today, by the time you listen to this show, I will be on a plane somewhere, traveling north. Well, if you live in the United States, I'll be traveling north to this great state of New Jersey. Okay, so I'm gonna be flying the friendly skies, and I told my wife, I don't like flying at all. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. And as long as I drove a truck for 18 years, and so driving is I don't mind it. It's annoying as well. As I told my wife, I only want to travel to our back porch. That's about as far as I want to travel, in the next, I love going to see my parents. God bless them. I love going to see my parents. You know why I love going to see my parents? Because once you get past, well, I live in North Atlanta. Okay. So I live north. So I hit a certain road, I get on the highway. I don't see much traffic until I get to Nashville, Tennessee when I go see my parents. My parents live in Missouri. Once you get past Nashville, voila, traffic jams are a distant memory for me when I go see my parents. There's not a lot of traffic. There's not a lot of people that live there. It's nice, but that's like the only place that I'm like, all right, I don't mind going there because there's not a lot of gas I have to pay for, and the travel is light. It's not like sitting on the highway for hours and hours, So that I don't mind. But by the time you hear this, I probably had been up since 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Me and my wife and my daughter, we're catching like a 8 a.m. flight, 7 a.m. flight. We got to get to the airport all early, like 2 or 3 hours early. And I was telling my wife, I said, this is why we got to make buku bucks. Because I wouldn't mind one day traveling, going on like, flying, going down to the private section and saying, hey, we're here for, I'm not trying to buy a jet, but I don't mind riding with the private people. Okay. I wouldn't cry about it. Okay. And so, and my wife said, well, it wouldn't be bad. I said, it would not be bad. So, in order for me to do that, I need more of you to, go listen, like, subscribe, tell everybody that you know about the show, because we are trying to get jet money around here. Okay. We are, you don't want to see me having to wait. I'm not going to go full, what's my man's name? It was a preacher. Creflo Dollar. I'm not gonna go full Creflo. I'm not gonna tell you to donate and help me buy this jet, but I will say, can you go and give 5 stars? Can you go and subscribe? To the show. We gotta get that. We gotta get the eyeball currency up, so that way I can write people and say, hey, we need more sponsorships for this show. Okay, so I need you. I need you to help me out because you don't want you don't want me having to sit in commercial for 3 hours, 4 hours waiting on planes, do you? Now, I'm only kidding about all that, but I will say you want to make the most money as possible because you want to be able to travel how you want to be able to travel. If you want to sit in first class, I don't know the big deal. Listen, to me, people try to act like, when you go to the for me, I don't know about you, but for me, the airport is the airport. We're all traveling. We're all going on a stupid plane. It's a big old plane full of people, and people are like, oh, go sit back there. Go sit back there and coach. Go sit back there. I don't care. Who cares? We're all on the stupid public plane. I want to be on the private plane. Me and Jeff Bezos talking about, man, how's the Amazon going? Swing big or don't swing at all, okay? That's all I'm telling you. And so, you know, people are always trying to tell you, travel hacks and travel on a budget. Man, you don't want to. One time I was, one time, I was stuck somewhere. I was stuck. I was driving. I was truck driving. Driving down the highway. Truck broke down, and I was stuck in a place. And I remember they put me up in the crummy they put me up in the crummy hotel, and I was annoyed because it was like kind of ratty, you know what I mean? But I couldn't complain because I'm like, man, they paying for it, so what am I gonna do? But that just let me know how they felt about me, and that just let me know, you know, that don't determine, you know, listen, you're all great. You're all wonderful in the eyes of God, okay? You're all beautiful human beings. But that just let me know when they put me on that rat hotel and I'm sitting there and I'm like, out of all the hotels they could have put me in, man. This how they feel? Okay. Okay. I see where I stand with these people. In the eyes of God, I am great. I am I am up there, okay? But in the eyes of trucking company A, I was on the bottom of the shoe. I was gum on the shoe, okay? And so and at the time I was El Broco. So, you always want to have money to travel because you want to travel well. Listen, and I'll tell you something. The older you get, the more you want you want life to be easier. You want to be able to stretch out. When you're 20, when you're 18, when you're 20, when you're 25, even. You're like, I'll sit on a small bed if I save $30. That's cool with me. But when you get to be my age, you just like, listen, I'll pay whatever for comfort. I'll pay whatever for some convenience. I don't want to do all. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to do everything to save a buck. I don't want to do everything just to. So in order for me to be like, all right, I'm not doing that. I, I make enough money. I want to make more money. And how do you make more money, ladies and gentlemen? You create your own things. Okay, as I told you before, you can't go down to the job and demand a raise every time. You travel somewhere and you go, man, I spent a bunch of money. Hey, I spent all my money going on vacation. I need a raise to pay for my vacation. They're gonna say, we don't care about your vacation. Get out of here. So, you know, that's why we are the entrepreneurs of the world. Okay, ladies and gents, and you want to be able to travel in style. If that's your thing, because listen, I'm going to tell you this: we are all creatures. There are some things that we just don't want to spend money on. Everybody, you have something that you're like, I'm not paying nothing for this, okay? And we have some things that we're like, I'll pay for it, okay? My wife, she loves to fly first class or whatever. That's her thing. Oh. Me, I'm like, first class, I'm still sitting here with these people. First class, coach, put me in the back, it don't matter. But as I told my wife, now, I make enough money, I'll definitely one day be like, hey, Let's go to the private. Let's go to the private. Let's go to the private plane. Let's try that out. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how that works out. And so we all have something that we're like, I don't mind paying for. Me, I don't like paying for cars. Cars are a waste of time to me. I like paying $1,000, $2,000 for a car, driving it till the wheels fall off. That's just me. Some people they feel like you might be one of them. You might be like, man, I want to spend $100,000 on a car, and that's fine. That's great. It's wonderful. We all have something that we want to buy that you know, in some people's eyes it's a waste of money. Some people's eyes it ain't. You know, we all have that, and so whatever your thing is, yeah, let's make enough money so that way we can say, hey, I want to buy that. I'm gonna buy that. Um, for me, the only thing I really want to plump money into is my house. I want my house to be nice. I want a nice pool warmer. I want the trees all cut down and everything, and have my own little slice of paradise in my backyard. So I'm working on saving up all that, having the money. And I'm like, and I told my wife, I said, if we're gonna no sense in patching it up. Why patch up things? You make it all new, make it all brand new. And that way we can have it, for the future. If my daughter wants to stick around, buy it out, and say, sweetie, we put in a lot of new things for you. Here you go. You know? And so we all have things that we want to buy. We all have dreams. We all have ambitions that we want to really spend money on. And so instead of waiting around and wishing, hoping, and wanting, let's attack. Let's go. Let's go make the money. Let's go make it happen. Okay. And so right now, as I am flying and probably listening to my daughter either sleep, snore, or make a lot of noise, on the plane, just listen to this message and go forth and swing for the fences and try to make as much money as possible, because when I fly private, I want you to come with me. Okay, I'll buy you. No, I'm just kidding. You're on your own. You might like going to the airport. It's not for me. It's not the plane. For me, it's not the plane, and it's not the It's not the plane. It's not the whether you sit in first class or coach. It's just the whole idea of just being at this old big old airport with all these people. Just I'd rather not. I'd rather go. I remember one time I went to this airport. I flew a long time ago when I was still living in Missouri. I went to this little airport. I was flying to California, and I went to this little airport. And I remember it was a little bitty airport. And we got on this little bitty plane, and I was like, "Ooh, is this like a little private jet?" It felt like a little private jet. And I was like, "Ooh, I need more of this." It was a commercial plane, but it was like 8 people on there. I was like, "This is kind of cool." And so it was a lot better than all the 100 people that was on the plane, the next plane I took. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you want to swing for the fences and make quite a bit of money, so that way you can actually buy the luxury item that you want to buy, because we all have something that we would like to spend money on. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Listen, everything can't be. Even Dave Ramsey has bought something that he wanted that was kind of expensive, and you are the same. We all want to buy something that's expensive. You don't have to buy everything that's expensive. But there's one thing that you want to buy that's like, hey, if I get the chance, I'm splurging on that. Okay. So keep that in mind, and we'll be back tomorrow with all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Rizzano. Thank you for listening. God bless each and every one of you. As always, you can always email the show, Tony@TonyRizzano.com. And until tomorrow, God bless. And as always, everybody, peace.